Happening today, the Birmingham chapter of the NAACP joining others today to oppose parole for the last surviving Klansman convicted for the bombing of 16th Street Baptist Church. As you know, that blast in September of 1963 killed 4 little girls. Klansman Thomas Blanton went to prison in 2001 after a jury convicted him for the bombing. And next week, the 86-year-old Blanton is up for parole. And joining me this morning is the president of the NAACP chapter, Hezekiah Jackson. We appreciate you joining us this morning. And Thomas Blanton, he's one of the most infamous prisoners in our state right now in lockup. Now he's up for parole on August 3rd. What basis will you guys oppose his parole?
Well, I think that his parole would send a very unfortunate message in these very volatile times that we're in, when there are so many challenges to whether there's really equality in our justice system. And he has served 15 years. We recognize that he's 86 years old, but we're also conscious of the fact that he remained free for 39 years. And so we think that justice would be better served if he would remain incarcerated.
As you probably getting word from the prison every now and then, do you think he has any remorse for that bombing back in 1963?
We haven't heard any evidence of him having any remorse, and I think that's also a challenge that we have, that we would like to think that after all this time had passed that he would make some kind of statement to the families and to the general public that he has had a chance to review that heinous day and that heinous act, and that he's remorseful. But we haven't had any documentation to the effect, and honestly, I don't think that he is.
Yeah, you know, Hezekiah, I actually covered that trial back in 2001. Prosecutors played those secretly recorded tapes in which he told his wife that he was actually at the meeting when the Klan planned the bombing of 16th Street Baptist Church. How did you guys characterize Thomas Blanton when you think about what type of man he is?
Well, it's unfortunate, Art, but I think it's just evil in the purest form that someone would target a church and with the intent to do harm, and for these 4 little angels to lose their lives and become martyred for the cause of civil rights because it's just rooted in hate.
Yeah. You know, we hear so often that he's in a single cell, not in a dormitory like the other prisoners out there. Do you think he's actually paying for what he did on that awful day?
Well, we have confidence in the system, and the system decided that this was the best course, and we want to make certain that it stays on course.
All right. We certainly appreciate you. The NAACP press conference in opposition to Thomas Blanton's parole is this morning at 11 o'clock at the Fred Shuttleworth statue. That's just outside the Civil Rights Institute. And we want to thank Hezekiah Jackson for stopping in to join us this morning. Ashley?